If you have been following the stock market in 2022, you'll notice we are in a bear market and in a downtrend. There is one sector that continues to outperform and present unique trading opportunities with massive upside, and that is the biotech sector. We see names like Gilead and Moderna perform incredibly well in the last month, and today we are seeing a small biotech name known as Provention Bio, ticker symbol PRVB, getting a ton of attention, and for good reason. So let's jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the study. Going to be talking about Provention Bio, and before we jump into details, I really need a huge favor. Please tap that like button, it helps me out a ton and it is greatly appreciated. So here's the quick breakdown on Provention Bio. I have a picture here from their website with the pipeline of drugs. You can see they don't have too many products, but they've been working on some of these products for quite some time. And the one that we're going to talk about today is a pretty big deal. It's a new drug to help delay or slow down the progression of type 1 diabetes. So, type 1 diabetes, for those who may not know what this is, it's a serious and life threatening condition, chronic disease that impacts several people. And it is also known as an insulin dependent diabetes because the body's pancreas, which makes insulin regularly, is making little to no insulin to control blood sugar. So diabetes is a pretty big market space. Some of you may know people with diabetes. It's common. And in the U.S. Food and Drug Administration actually approved this product called Tzield, I think is what it's called. It has a weird name, teplizumab. It's an injection to delay the onset of stage 3 type 1 diabetes in adults and pediatric patients 8 years and older who currently have stage 2 type 1 diabetes. Just check out what the director of the Division of Diabetes from the FDA Center for Drug Evaluation Research said. Said today's approval of a first-in-class therapy adds an important new treatment option for certain at-risk patients. The drug's potential to delay clinical diagnosis of type 1 diabetes may provide patients with months to years without the burdens of disease. So you can see, pretty big deal. Great news to have a new therapy approved. And I know what you may be thinking, but the FDA approval happened already. Isn't this trade done or a little too late to get in? And I could see where you're coming from with that thought. And I'll tell you this, the approval was a big catalyst. And if we look at the stock chart, if I pull it up here, you're going to see that there was a sell-off on the approval. You could see here, and it dumped. And what we saw was increased buying activity. As you can see, the volume, this is in the millions, 10 million, 12 million. And then the sell-off here was about 14 million, actually over 15 million. And you could see all the shares being bought back here. And fast forward to now, the stock is at around $9 and some change. So why am I suggesting this trade is just not done yet? And why are we seeing this increased activity? Well, we need to look at the marketing partner for this new drug, and that is the large big pharma brand Sanofi. It was announced that Sanofi is investing $35 million at a premium after the FDA approval. This is being done via a securities purchase agreement deal where Sanofi will purchase the $35 million of the company's common stock at a premium over the daily volume weighted average over the daily volume weighted average per share price for the 5 consecutive trading days prior to the closing date on teplizumab, the drug. And the closing date is going to occur no later than February 16, 2023. And this is where I think there's still an opportunity to play this name as a swing trade. And it's a very unique opportunity to play a run up, kind of similar to an earnings run up trade. It was also announced that Sanofi's throwing down a one time payment of $20 million to lock up the rights of the first negotiation on exclusive marketing rights for Provention Bio's product. So this is a lot of money that's being poured in for this drug. And when we start thinking about the money and the figures, there's already early reports suggesting a much larger population of undiagnosed patients that may qualify for this novel treatment. Already 30,000 patients in the US will become eligible for the treatment. The infusion treatment will carry a price of about $13,000 or $13,850, so close to $14K, and about $193,000, close to about $200K, for a 14 vial continuous regimen for the average size patient. This is according to Provention's chief commercial officer. So after seeing those numbers and just thinking in my head, hey, if this is going to come up close to $200K for each patient, and let's say we take the 30,000 patients, that is going to be about $6 billion worth coming in on just that alone. There's definitely money to be made here, with the company sitting at about a current valuation of $800 million. The question is not necessarily how long this stock can go up for, because we already have a deadline. And the better question to ask here is, how high can the stock price go, right? And what I like is I always like to look at the options chain so you can get better ideas of what is going with trading the options contracts on here. And if we go here, let's see, volume, open interest. So we got 19 January 24. You can see we got prices for $10, $12.50, $15, and you have some activity here and some contracts in circulation for $10, $12.50, and $15. And you're seeing it also on here. Perfect. Yep. On the 20th of January, 2023, which is about 2 months away. And then we have April, where that's going to be a very big expiration date due to the deadline of February for the share purchase agreement. So to answer that question, I really like $12.50, but we got to see if $10 holds up first. And if it blows through $12.50, then $15 is fair game, especially since if you're looking at this chain, you can see there are definitely options in circulation and open interest where 15 is being looked at. And all it takes for a biotech to get moving, biotechs can move and can push up with such velocity, especially when there are big news events or catalysts or market buyouts. If, let's say, Sanofi wants to buy out the company and just own it straight up, I mean, that's fair game too, and that will cause the stock price to shoot up massively. So I thought that was really interesting to share. And guys, on that note, without taking too much time, that's why we're seeing increased activity in PRVB. Hopefully that answers some questions. And I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on any new videos I have coming out. You can follow me at The Trade Study on Instagram for more content. And I will see you in the next one.